County Executive candidate Chuck Cornell spoke to the Brockton-Portland seniors Monday. Responding to the seniors' concerns, he vowed to kick the county's economic development efforts into high gear and to lead the charge to shrink the legislature.
Right now in Chautauqua County, people are sensing that we need to do something to get our economy moving again. We've seen over the course of the last 30 years or so a steady decline in our population. We're seeing a decline in our school enrollments, and I think it's become very evident that we're going to need to do something differently to try to bring more opportunity and prosperity to this county.
While the seniors enjoyed their lunch, Cornell told stories from the campaign trail and renewed his promise to work to promote economic development. Having already knocked on doors across the county, he relived an encounter that has been common on the campaign trail: the frustrated and skeptical voter.
Now, I was at a door at Fredonia last night, and it was the door of a senior who asked me quite bluntly and directly, "What are you going to do for me?" And this is what I told her. I said, "I'm going to tell you the same thing I'm telling everybody else. I've been throughout this county. I've met a lot of people whose children, whose grandchildren live in Virginia, North Carolina, Colorado, Massachusetts, New York City, Chicago, and boy, wouldn't it be nice if they had an opportunity to be here."
Cornell admitted that he and his wife are lucky to be raising their family in the county where they too grew up. He reinforced his pledge to help build an atmosphere where every county resident can be as fortunate. After Cornell's brief speech, he opened up the floor for questions. One woman, frustrated with the cost of government, asked about the size of the legislature.
You think we'll ever get rid of all the legislators? Drop it down to 15, let's say. You think that's a thing that will ever happen?
Well, I can tell you, I do. I think it's going to happen.
In our lifetime.
Yeah,
My lifetime.
I think next year, I'm on record. I have voted 3 times to reduce the size of the legislature from 19, 17 to 15, down from 25. I've also, as a part of this campaign, come out quite directly and said if I'm elected, I will push for that.
Cornell assured the group that he will provide decisive leadership, pressing the legislators to vote to shrink the legislature.
And I think that it's going to require leadership from the county executive's office. As most of you may know, the legislature, to change its size, it requires a 2/3 vote. So in a sense, the executive doesn't really have a vote in it. However, the executive does have a voice. And the executive can lead this county and say, we need to have a smaller legislature.
With the Cornell campaign, I'm Mackowiak in Brockton.